Nope, we're gonna do this one take. One take, hit a quitter. Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Quinora of Quinora Plans, and in today's video we are going to talk about January of 2024 because it's a new year, right? It's a new year. Now I'm not doing too much. I never really subscribed to the whole new year, new me philosophy, but there are some things that I am trying to change and do better with, and it's all one step at a time. So let's get into my planner. Okay, so for 2024, my main planner is going to be the Vision Planner by Love Janelle. The main reason why I chose her planner to be like my core foundational planner is because I really want to use this year to achieve goals. I had a lot of goals in 2023, but life happened, and next thing you know, you look up and it's half of the year's over. Next thing you look up, 90 days done passed. You look up again, it's Thanksgiving. You look up again, it's Christmas, and now we're here at the new year. So 2023 really, like, I let it get away from me almost, and I didn't get a lot that I wanted to do done. So my goal overall for 2024 is to stay on top of my goals, do some strategic planning to make sure the things that I want to get done, especially because this year I am planning a move. So with me moving, I really got to make sure I'm organized and I'm on top of things if I want things to go the way that I want them to go. So I'm using the Vision Planner by Love Janelle as my main planner. And so the first thing that I did for this month was, of course, set out my goals. Now, this is no change to what I did in 2023. I always set out goals for the month. But the thing that I did a little bit differently is I sectioned my goals into different categories. So in the Vision Planner for the year, there are, I want to say 12 different sections where you kind of map out what you want your year to look like in these 12 categories, right? Like your health, family, self-care, money, so there's like 12 different categories, and you kind of write out how you want your year to go. But for most people, you don't work on all 12 facets of your life all 12 months, right? You got to work on bit by bit, little by little, things like that. So what I decided to do was, when I did my goals for this month, I separated it into those categories, but I only took a few categories. I only took half. So for January, I'm focusing on my health, family, money, self-care, skills, and habits. So for my health, I want to get back into doing yoga. I stopped doing it. I was doing it for here and there, doing it for a little while, trying to get it to be part of my morning routine. Same thing with walking on a treadmill. So I'm currently pregnant. I'm about 6 months right now. And one of the things that I know has helped me in previous pregnancies was being active. And I am not active in the least bit. I'm actually thinking about canceling my Planet Fitness membership because I haven't gone. I think I probably went 5 to 6 times out of all of 2023. So I bought a treadmill, and my plan is, because I work from home, I would, spend about 30 to 40 minutes with my stand-up desk walking on the treadmill. And I figure I could do that 4 days out of a 5-day work week. And, just so I'm actively moving my body. Because sitting down for 8 hours a day at work, sitting down, watching TV, sitting down is the new cancer. So I want to be able to do better with moving my body. Also in the health is I want to get back to drinking my peppermint tea. It really helped me when I was before pregnancy. It just kind of helps wake up my system. I've been actually feeling a little under the weather the last few days. So, and it's crazy, right? Like the one time you should be drinking tea when you're sick, I have not. So I want to get back to drinking my peppermint tea. Last thing that I want to do for my health this month is try to maintain a 10 p.m. bedtime during the week. If you look on my Instagram, you'll see I have a whole bunch of calendars, and we'll talk about it later in this video too, where my kids have a whole bunch of activities between volleyball, soccer, and cheerleading, practices, games, everything else. It's a lot going on. And so I want to try to maintain a consistent bedtime, a consistent night routine, just because these last few weeks that I've done it, it just is so relaxing. And it really is. It's health, but it's also self-care. And so I want to try and keep that up. And so I want to do 10 p.m. as my bedtime. I don't know how that's going to translate. I know it's not going to be every day that I do it. But I'm going to try as often as I can. So next is family. So in the family category, I want to have a family game night because, like I said, we busy. We are busy. But I want us to still spend time together as a family, having fun, looking at each other in the eyes. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely good that I'm there for all the kids' practices and game. Well, maybe not practices, but I'm there for the kids' games and activities and competitions. But I also want to have like that low-key fun, just laughing, spending time together. I also want to have a family meeting to set up our 2024 goals. So we set up our goals last year, and the girls did pretty good. They did pretty good. But I think I had them set up their goals as if they were me, and it didn't work out as well as I would have wanted it to, right? So I think I'm going to do it bingo style for the kids. And I don't know if you've seen this on Instagram or TikTok, like someone created like a bingo, sheet. And on the bingo sheet was different goals that they wanted to achieve. Some of them could be like really small goals, large goals. And then by the end of the year, at minimum, you want to hit bingo. But maximum you want to, what's it called when you cover the whole sheet? So I think that may be more up my kids' alley because they're young. They don't care about, like they care, but they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Then I definitely want to have a goal meeting with my husband, Chris, because we got to get some things together for this year. I want to do a mommy-daughter date day with one of my kids because we was doing pretty good last year. We slacked off a little bit, but I definitely like that one-on-one time with each one of my girls, doing something that they like in just them. Like my middle one, she is in love with boba tea. I don't know what the thing is about the little wet bubble blankets of bread, but she loves it. She's the only one that does, and I do that with her because that's just what she loves. So I like those little moments of just me and one of the kids doing what they love, and so that they can have memories with me. I need to get items for Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day because it's gonna be here before you know it. One of the things, like I said earlier, that I'm trying to do is not let the year get away from me. And I have different thoughts and ideas and things that I want to do, but usually what happens is like I wake up and the time has gotten away from me. So I want to do more prep work so that way I'm just doing better. You know what I'm saying? And then I have to schedule my oldest daughter behind the wheel sessions for her driving school. She's 15. She has her permit from the state of Texas, and she's in driving school because for the state of Texas, they have to have legit driving school experience to get their permit and then their license. And so before getting her license, she has to do a certain number of actual sessions behind the wheel. So we were waiting for the holidays to clear up, and once we got her soccer schedule, I can now go in and plug in those days and times for her to do her behind the wheel sessions because she only has to keep her permit for 6 months. So it sounds like a lot of time, but it's not really a lot of time when you consider everything that has to go on. And then, of course, me being comfortable, or I don't think I would be comfortable, but at least being halfway comfortable to sign my name to say, yes, I approve for you to get this license. So that's something I have to do this month. I'm going to try and schedule. I told myself if I schedule like 1 or 2 a month, by the time our 6 months are up, I think I'll be good. Because I think they have to have at least 6 or 7 sessions. So 1 to 2 a month and she should be fine. So in the money category, I really want to change the way I handle money this year. I don't necessarily think I'm bad with money. But am I irresponsible? Yeah, I am. I definitely am. I'm not even gonna lie. I am. So one of the first things is I want to pay off my car loan. So I only have 2 months left on it. And in all honesty, I can just go ahead and pay it off when I get paid. So I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and pay off the rest of the loan. That's one thing off the plate, right? Start January with a win. I want to make an extra credit card payment on this before the statement dates. So I have been looking into how to, just do better with my credit because I'm not a credit guru. I personally don't care about my credit. However, a lot of entities do care about it. My thing, as long as the bill gets paid, it's fine. But I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to change that thinking. So in my goal to increase my credit score and my goal to reduce the amount of debt that I have, because I'm fine with having debt. I'm not one of these Dave Ramsey's cash only. I'm fine with having debt. I really don't care. But to meet my goal of reducing my consumer debt and increasing my credit score, I need to pay down my credit cards. And so what I plan to do is, in addition to keeping my regular monthly payment, my plan, we'll see how it goes. My plan is to make an additional minimum payment right before the statement date. So that way I can move from paying my credit cards on the due date and pay them before the statement date. So that way it can report on the credit bureaus a lower amount. If y'all know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, right? But you want to pay so that way when the statement date hits, that's what they report to the credit bureaus. And I want the lower amount to be reported to the credit bureaus because that's what helps my credit score. So I'm going to try and work on that this month leading into next month, because one of my credit cards, the statement due date is tomorrow and I'm not paying shit on that card. So it's a work in progress, one step at a time. Also in money, I am not going to buy anything on Amazon, which is going to be hard because I almost bought some shit today on Amazon. But it was good stuff. It was good stuff. I'm currently reading a book, the series by L.L. McKinney, because I have the book right here. I don't know if you can see it right here. So I read the first book like quick. Okay, I rang in the new year reading the book. I was supposed to be going to bed and I told myself, I'll read like 2-3 chapters, just a little teaser, read a little bit, and then I'll, catch up with it tomorrow. Baby, I stayed up and I didn't even realize the new year had came in until I heard fireworks. And I was like, what time is it? It's January 1st. So I finished the first book and I have the second book. And so usually whenever I read a series, whenever I finish the first one, I'll go ahead and order like the third and beyond. I'll usually order the first and second one off rip. But I'm trying to pace myself now because since I didn't buy the book from Amazon because I'm on a no spend with Amazon, I had to buy it from somewhere else. And so it's probably not going to be here until Saturday. And I know for a fact I will be done with the second book before Saturday. And I don't want to wait. I like having it back to back to back. Give it all to me. So all that to say, me not buying anything on Amazon is already, it's like, but I did it. I did not spend on Amazon. I did another alternative to buy the book, and that's my plan for the rest of this month, is not to spend on Amazon, because I have an account just for Amazon. And so it's like, oh, whoop, you know, just boop, boop, boop. You know, whenever I feel like I want something, I need something, gotta have something, and it can be a lot. So while I was fiscally responsible to make sure I had a specific account for Amazon purchases, you know, I spent a lot. I spent a lot. And so I need to pull back on spending on Amazon and put that into my moving fund if I plan on moving this summer. So no Amazon spending. I need to make a payment towards my cruise. Me and my girls are going on a cruise this summer. And even though it sounds nice when you book it, when they be like, oh yeah, just put $300 down and you have all this time to make payments, it sounds nice until you get that email that be like, okay, your payments are due by April 1st. Oh, shoot. And it's January 1st. Sis, what you gonna do? So I gotta make a payment towards my cruise. And then I want to create a budget for my birthday. So my birthday is in March. Team Pisces. But I want to do it on a budget. Because what I would love to do is a staycation at a hotel. And I want to gift myself, like, you know how you see the decorated hotel rooms? I want to gift myself a decorated hotel room and have like a charcuterie board. Like, I want it to be ultimate self-care, ultimate relaxation, because my birthday is March 7th and this baby is due April 6th. So we'll be like last 30 days, last month before due date. And that's, you know, not counting on the baby coming early. So I definitely want it to be like ultimate relaxation. And the fact that I can't travel, you know, a staycation is my only option. So I want to do it not necessarily big, not big, but I want it to be nice. So next up is self-care, which I'm all about self-care. I'm gonna take a day off from work, which is a given. I usually do a half a day. Sometimes I do a full day depending on what I want to do. But definitely taking off work for a little bit of mental health, self-care. I want to go get a pedicure. But I got to go see if I'm allowed to get a pedicure. So with surrogacy, all of the rules that go along with pregnancy are amplified, right? Versus if it's your own child. You know, when I was pregnant with my own child, it was like, okay, yeah, you know, they say don't eat cold cuts, but I'm craving a sub right now, so I'm going to eat this sandwich. When you're dealing with surrogacy and you're carrying someone else's child, you don't even want, like, the risk, the potential risk. So I vaguely remember that there is a time frame to where they say women shouldn't get a pedicure, but I have to look more into it. I need to make an appointment to get a retwist, because this year I will not be DIYing it. I did really good with that goal last year. I did not DIY my own hair, and I'm gonna do the same thing this year. No DIY. We are going to someone's salon. We are getting our hair washed. We are getting the peppermint shampoo and the oof. So I want to get that done this month. I'm going to set up a monthly cleaning service. I'm going to make an appointment for my car to get detailed and schedule a tire rotation. So again, this is all just in self-care, where I just don't want to do it. There's so much, what's the word? I don't know. It's just better when I can just pay someone else to do it. I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm not balling by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not balling. But if I can pay someone to do something to give me more mental health, to give me more time with my kids, to give me more time with myself, I'm going to try and figure out a way to make it happen. And so setting up a monthly cleaning service, getting somebody else to clean my car, and the tire rotation is just to keep up with my car, because now that it's about to be paid off, I don't want to automatically use that money towards fixing something with the car every month. So I'm trying to keep up with the maintenance of the car. For skills, I want to make something with my embroidery machine. I bought myself an embroidery machine for Christmas. That was my Christmas gift to myself. I want to create a prom dress. I'm thinking about getting back into prom season. We'll see how it goes. I want to finish up this dress that I made for me and my youngest daughter. I'm thinking about doing a Valentine's Day or a Black History Month product to sell. I'm still iffy on getting back into my business, mainly because I don't want to jump back into doing my business and then have to take off again, you know, for the childbirth. So I had already took off at the beginning of this surrogacy to concentrate on the surrogacy. So it's been on a hiatus. And so I want to get back into the business, but I feel like, like I'm playing double dutch with my business. Like I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna jump out. And that's not good for my customers. It's not good for me. It's not good. It's just not good for the business. So I'm trying to decide what it is I'm gonna do with that. Then under habits, I want to upload one YouTube channel each week to one of my channels. We're gonna see how it goes. I want to post on social media 4 times a week. I'm gonna drink a gallon of water a day, use my planner or journal each day, and I want to read for 2 hours each week. So I put each week because with my schedule I can't commit to reading every day. It's just going to depend on, am I off work? Do the kids have something? You know, it's just going to all depend. But I do want to read each week because I feel like that's a good goal to have with me trying to read some more books. Because baby, book talk, not book talk. Is it book talk? TikTok. Yes. Book talk had me buying all the books. All the books. So we'll see how it goes. So in the vision board in the vision planner, it has a preview for every month where you kind of focus in on your goals. So this first sheet, that's just something I created and added into my planner. This page actually comes with the planner. And so, you know, it goes over what are your top 3 priorities, what are some important dates, you know, what goals are you working towards, what do you want to achieve this month, you know, and what challenges or obstacles can potentially get in your way. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted this planner to be my foundational planner, because, you know, taking a look at the other sheet, I got all these goals, but if I don't actively take a look at them and see, okay, what challenges are going to come up in order for me to reach this goal, and how can I overcome those challenges, right? And if this is a goal, how am I going to achieve this goal by taking small steps? What are the small steps that's going to allow me to get to that goal? So for this previous sheet, we just did my top 3 goals, which was no Amazon spending, incorporating yoga and treadmill into my daily routine, and then my family goals of game night and a mommy-daughter date. Those are my top 3. Like if I don't achieve anything else on all of these other goals, those are the 3 that are top priority and I definitely want to achieve. So that's what I'm working towards. And, you know, seeing the challenges and thinking about the challenges and obstacles that you may come across in achieving your goals, it kind of helps you pre-plan and say, okay, I know this is going to be a challenge because of X, Y, and Z. Let me do this, that, and the third so that way I can overcome it. So one step at a time. That's the key for this month. It's one step at a time. So the next calendar that I have is something I added this year. This is a monthly calendar that comes with the planner. And this is the one that I'm going to have all of my financial stuff on, because I really want to get my finances in a better place. So I have all of the statement dates for my cards are on here. So that way I can see, like, okay, this is the statement date. Y'all see one of them for Capital One is tomorrow. So I know I'm not going to meet my goal on making an extra payment on that one by tomorrow. Or it could be yesterday or today, January 2nd. It's not going to happen January 2nd. So we'll try again February. But I want to get to the point where my financial calendar has me to where I can set myself up to reduce my consumer debt and increase my credit score, because looking ahead to the next 3 to 5 years, I gotta be in a better place. I have to be in a better place. So I gotta start doing the work now. So then this next calendar I have, which is, it's so pretty. I love this blue. This blue is just, this navy blue is just, ooh, it feels so rich, doesn't it? So this calendar I started doing last year, probably August, when the kids went back to school, because they had so many activities, so many practices, competitions, games. And so we keep everything on our calendar. We have a shared family calendar, you know, just the Apple, Apple calendar. But sometimes you can't really see it, right? Because when you're looking at the calendar, it just has dots on every day. But I can't really see what's going on. So I started doing this probably in like September, maybe October-ish time frame. So that way I can really see like what is going on in the month, right? Like my daughter's going to be gone for a tournament. My other daughter has 2 volleyball tournaments this month. My youngest has a cheerleading competition. So being able to like really see what's going on, times and everything, this just helps me. And it also helps me when I'm planning for the menu for the month, because as you can see, Mondays and Wednesdays are our busiest days, where everybody has something on those days. So I know when I'm doing my planning and thinking about what's for dinner Mondays and Wednesdays, it don't need to be something that involves a lot of steps. It don't need to be something that need to cook long. It need to be wham ma'am, thank you ma'am. We need to just get in and go. Cause you could like on a random Wednesday, we're getting home 9:30. We getting home 8 o'clock, 8:30. So I don't need anything that is a lot of fuss on Mondays and Wednesdays. So creating this calendar also helps with divvying up the responsibilities with me and my husband. You know, he takes my youngest one cheerleading some days. You know, we may have to switch off and be like, hey, let me take her so you can take her. You know, because they're all in different places across El Paso. So this also helps with that, because I can, you know, be like, hey, this is what I need you to do on this day, this day, this day, this day, whatever. So I love having this calendar. And then we also have our menu. So I do the menu for the month. I do it for the month. I thought about doing it this way when I got the kids' school lunch schedule. So I don't know if it's other places that do it too, but here in Texas, basically they have a rotating 28-day menu. So whatever week of the school year it is, that's the week that they have the same thing for lunch. So they rotate the same meals every 28 days. And I was like, you know, that's actually kind of smart. So I started doing it every month. We rotate pretty much the same core meals, and then I'll, you know, take something out, I'll move something around, depending on what's going on for that day. I'll substitute some stuff out, you know, like if the girls are like, look mom, we tired of this, I'm like, okay, that's no problem. We'll find something else, either on Instagram or Pinterest, that we'll put in a slot. But it also helps, it helps everybody. It helps me because I know what to shop for. So when I go grocery shopping every week, I know exactly what I need to buy. I know exactly what we need, because my menu is planned for the month. And I don't have to stop and think about, okay, what are we going to have for dinner this week? What are we going to have for dinner next week? It's already here. It helps with the kids because I don't got to hear what's for dinner no more, because I send this to them and I tell them, you better save it in your photos. Don't ask me what's for dinner. It took a while to get to that point, because they were like, oh, mom, what's for dinner? And I'd be like, didn't I send you the menu? And I'd be like, I'm not answering it. Use your resources. I took the time to create this. Use your resources. Check your phone from when I sent you the text message and figure out what's for dinner. So yes, and it also helps because we divvy up the responsibility of cooking dinner as well, cooking and cleaning up the kitchen. So the kids will know, like if my daughter has kitchen on Tuesdays or whatever, she already know going into it how the kitchen's gonna look, how much time she needs to clean the kitchen, that sort of thing. Chris will know, okay, Friday is his days to cook. He already know what he's responsible for. So this has definitely helped create ease when it comes to us coming home super late. It's created ease with everyone knowing exactly what's going on when it comes to dinner time. So those are all of the things that I did to help prep myself for the month of January. Let me know if any of this is something that you would be interested to learn more about. If this is something that you do, something that you're inspired by, I would love to hear more. And stay tuned for the next video.